Here, I'll stop torturing you guys. Hold on. You want us to tell you what you talked about? So the first couple of sections in 4 were all about this stuff, right? X, P of X?
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. Here we go. It's a better one. So the mean was the sum of X, P of X. And we discussed why that made sense. I tried to connect it to the old way we had to do means. And we just wanted to come up with a new formula that would be quicker based on this new way they could give me data.
Yeah.
So instead of giving me a list like 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, they could say 10% were 1s and 15% were 2s. So I could write the whole damn list of 100 numbers out, or we decided instead, let's just make a better frickin' equation for this situation. Yes? That's what math people are always trying to do. All right? And we got some of the best mean and standard deviation formulas we ever seen.
P times n.
Okay?
And the square root of n times p times q.
Okay. All right. Nip and nipka. Or not. It's up to you guys. How do we want to say it?
Is this for our, I forgot.
I'm gonna put I'll put the formulas on the quiz itself. Don't worry.
Oh, you will?
On the test, we'll make a big old formula sheet.
Okay.
So this is just sort of a review, a real quick review of where we've been. Oh, Jeff, you are really tired, dude. You suck so bad. All right, let's try this again. How many days have been tired? Okay, this is remarkable. We're gonna keep it in. All right, X, P of X. That's a huge deal, a huge flag that I should use formulas that have X and P of X in it. So, the variance is this thing, which means the standard deviation is the square root of all that stuff. So, it's a huge hint. If you see a problem where I give you X and P of X, you know where to look on the list of formulas. You look at the formulas that have X and P of X in it, right? All right. Let's see if you can get this right, John. So binomial, we created this together, which is sort of like what you were talking about earlier, Maddie, with the whole list thing. So trying to connect. I really wanted you guys to see where the form of this came from. So we went through it. I showed you where the form of this equation came from. And then this was how long the list would be. And sometimes, very, very often, that list gets to be millions, billions, trillions big. So let's not make those lists. Let's make the calculator figure out how long they would be. And then I find now is the appropriate place for this, Jeff. Because now I'm talking about N, P's, and Q's. So obviously if I got N's and P's and Q's, I want the formula that deals with N's and P's and Q's. So I call it binomial problem. I call it an NPQ problem. So if they tell me something like, 8% of people enjoy jogging at 4 a.m. If you take 28 people, what's probably that 7 of them? I can see a Q. I can see a P, I can see an N, the total number of people. You kind of with me? So a huge deal with mathematics. What is the one thing that's the hardest thing in any math class ever is, when do I do what, right? You can go, I understand that, but when do I do it? I understand this, but when do I do it? Yes? So statistics is not any different. So I'm trying to show you things that will show up in the problem that tell you where to look. What's going to tell you a problem is binomial is, are there 2 possibilities? Did they give me a probability of success? Can I then figure out a probability of failure? Did they give me a total number like 78 people or 13 dogs, or what's probably that at least 7 dogs like this new milk bones, whatever. Okay. All right. This is such a weird semester. All right. I can't tell if you guys are just tolerating me or what's happening. Okay, now. So I'm going to have all the formulas on the quiz itself, right? We will make a full formula sheet. But if you want to, write those down on a formula sheet, what the shit. Okay. Then, so that's chapter 4. That's what's going to be on the quiz on Tuesday. Does that spur any questions at the moment, or this
Yeah.
is familiar, right?
So the test is gonna be on chapter 4, or is it gonna be on multiple chapters?
You have a
It
homework
says
sheet, right?
Something about, yeah, I guess I can just check
Yeah.
that.
So I think the next test, if I remember correctly, is 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 too. I can't remember.
Okay, something like that, multiple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, that's the one big reason I create that with all the information about what's happening when, is not just to let you know, it's also to remind me. So I look at it and go, oh yeah. Okay. Then, last time, we talked about Jeff finding his keys. And we talked about, I couldn't find my keys, so I had to go to a bus stop. Not really, but that would have been interesting. Right? Uniform distributions. And like you pointed out earlier, Anthony, the chapter 4 is discrete. Chapter 5 is continuous. So they're obviously going to be treated very differently. Okay. The whole idea with probabilities, when you have a continuous distribution, is what? If I draw the distribution, how do I find any probability of any event?
Subtract.
Find the what?
Area.
Area. It's all about areas, right? Okay, so let's do this. Yeah. I've got, okay, one side of this, it says binomial and uniform distribution practice. Okay, so this is like review for the quiz plus chapter 5 review. The other side's going to have some weird looking shit. You see that? The other side's going to have a whole bunch of normal distributions because chapter 6 is going to be what this other side's. So just don't look at this side yet. Unless you want to. I can't stop. So you can look at it all you want to, but it's not going to really make sense yet. Let's see if this will happen. I'll choose something you meant.
Thank you.
That's cool, man. Vader Shrug. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, man. See? That's in keeping with the theme. I just forgot how numbers work. Is that a problem with my job?